As we mentioned earlier in the newscast, President Trump plans to impose a 25% tariff on imported cars and certain auto parts, and this could have a major impact on consumers as well as neighboring countries, Canada and Mexico. Ivan Drury is a journalist at Edmunds. He joins us now to talk about how this could impact automakers and those who are shopping for a car. Ivan, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Let's start with Wall Street. Their analysts say that this is going to result in a price hike anywhere between $4,000 and $15,000. Do you agree with that assessment? And does it, I guess, depend on the make of the car?
Yeah, I mean, really, when we look at outright price, right, if we just look at how they're going to affect on the lot prices, easily a few thousand, all the way up to $10,000+. This is something that automakers will try to circumvent all the costs and try not to pass on the full 25 to customers. But at the same time, there's only so much they can do, especially with lower priced vehicles where margins are slim. And a lot of that, right, has been produced in Mexico on purpose because the margins are slim. So there's a lot to navigate, coupled with the fact that incentives, right? It's another gray area in which we finally starting to see them come back. But if tariffs show up, there really will be a reduction in incentives as well as price increases.
Yeah, what about, if you need to have your car worked on? What if you're buying a used car? What's the likely impact?
Yeah, so the fallout is definitely not just new cars, right? If you're looking to service your vehicle, extend its life, try to ride this out, I mean, really, you will be hit with tariffs in a different manner. There's already other tariffs in place for China, Canada, and Mexico that aren't directly autos, or there are just parts in general. So no matter what, you will feel the effects of this. This is something that it will bleed into the used market as well. Anybody who shopped for a car in the last 3 or 4 years, they saw it during the COVID era when there was a new car shortage. That made used car values so strong, so aggressively strong. Consumers were getting offers from dealers saying, hey, I'll buy your car for the same price you paid 2 years ago, and then I'm going to turn around and sell it. And that's okay. You'll get a lot of trade-in value, but I'll be able to flip it. Just give me your car. We will see the same thing. Used values skyrocket, but at the same time, is it going to be enough to offset that tariff? And that's where it's going to get real tricky, and people have to do a lot of math just for something that would have been a lot simpler if there were no tariffs in place.
Yeah, the White House is predicting $100 billion in revenue, and the president of the UAW supports the tariffs. Do you think this is going to spur more auto activity here in America a long time down the road?
When we look at like long-term benefits, right, this is one of those things that in theory it should, right? But it depends on how long and how heavy this drags on for. And Trump did say this will last his entire presidency. If it holds true, and we do see commitments where automakers say, look, we will change supply lines, or we will try to put factories stateside instead, there can be benefits. And if you live in a city or a town, any municipality in which you have been approached in the past for consideration of a plant, maybe those talks, they start to rekindle. But is this going to happen overnight? Certainly not. It is impossible. If anything, you'll just see a shuffling of the deck when it comes to where are we producing vehicles? How many can we produce right away? Are we going to shut those other supply lines off and just be like, you know what? We can't make vehicles that are cost effective enough. But long term, there could be benefits, but it's really going to have to be able to wait and see things.
Final couple seconds here. What do you think the effect on American jobs will be?
Again, if it comes down to long-term planning, we could see a positive. But in the short term, if anything, when you raise costs like this, the fallout's going to be pretty immense. We could see some people not having jobs for a while and maybe having to wait it out and get employment later on down the road or change sectors for a bit.
All right. Ivan Drury with Edmunds. Thanks for being with us tonight. Appreciate it.
Thank you.